if the Lunox is the one that is being used for the gold lane here.
That would be very interesting. But no, yeah, they go for the Beatrix. See, I was, I would be pretty speechless if they actually went for the Valentina, because up against the Brody, you actually do pretty well. The only laner that Valentina really struggles with should be the Melissa. So, okay, not bad at all right now. Looking at the draft with the Beatrix pickup, it's a good matchup against the Brody. I really, really like Iraq's draft here, but that Franco and Grok from Bahrain, it's also such a solid pick that can actually disengage or become their first initiation onto the squad of Iraq.
Because I do feel like the presence coming from this Iron Hook later from Franco will actually stop the movement from Beatrix. That's why I was like thinking another kind of possibility here to be picked as a gold laner. But just like what you've mentioned, like for the laning condition, I think like Brody versus Beatrix is just gonna be like super okay coming from both of the sides. Depend on how they are going to be trying to utilize the resources that they have, along with the rotation that can be made by the Franco along with the Kaja. The initiation is pretty much the same here. The rotation coming from Vanny will be crucial. If the Vanny able to secure something or maybe play aggressively, it will be pretty different. But yeah, this is the first game of Best of 3 series between Bahrain along with Iraq for the 15th World Esports Championship 2023 here with me, Bella and Mirko, as your caster for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 1 right now. And wow, already very aggressive early on. Takiza really finding that comfort. And look at me in the XP lane, also with a high and dry emblem. Again, they're going for a lot of damage this time around, man. They have 3 assassin emblems. But whoa. That's a very interesting emblem to go for as a Beatrix. Usually you would see a Weapon Master emblem being taken up by the Beatrix, but Fubuki here has actually opted to go for the Killing Spree, which is a very, very old emblem for the Beatrix. I think when it was first released, that was one of the favorites to go for. Troy, with some damage, traded back already, rotating as well. But both teams will still be playing a little bit passively early on.
Yeah, I think like they still want to reach that certain level first, especially for the Kaja along with the Troy here, despite that the Iron Hook might be helping them to try to pick off someone from the Iraq, but the initiation, the damage is not going to be really yet out in the mid lane. Takiza able to secure the first blood here, very aggressive right there, coming from Mo and also Takiza doing the rotation and trying to secure the point right there.
Well played, man, by Takiza on the Fanny. Now you really understand why UAE put so much pressure onto that jungle in the banning phase. The Benedetta and even the Fanny in the second game, just giving respect over, which Iraq didn't do towards that Fanny. They're already paying for it a bit here with the mid laner Suzoi getting taken down. But it should still be the first turtle going to the hands of Iraq, and it should be the case for almost every neutral objective take here because of how good the Fredrin is on utility.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a Fredrin. We know that actually it's pretty hard if you cannot really see what is actually going to be coming from the side of Iraq. But I think the orange buff will be taken without any contest back here from the side of Iraq. They don't even know, I think, the presence from this Vanny and Takiza will be going up so far.
Oh, 2 suppressions, the Bloody Hunt and the Divine Judgment. But Suzoi loses his life once again. It's a 1-for-1 here. And honestly, not that bad for Iraq. I'd actually take that trade. Takiza will not have that purple buff for quite a while, and that will severely limit the mobility that he has on the Fanny. He's going to have to rely on that orange buff, and he's going to rely on hitting those cables, because if not, it should just be a free few minutes for Iraq to make the plays on.
Yeah, it is. Without the purple buff, actually, it's going to cost a lot of energy towards this Fanny. But oh, they are not stopping there. It will be made into the orange buff, Mirko.
Good red trade there by Takiza. Could have been disastrous if he did not get that. The Fredrin would have been able to get a level lead that definitely would be utilized to invade even more into the jungle, taking away the purple buff. So that orange buff red trade was definitely crucial in this game from kind of stopping and preventing those invades coming in As in the top side, Divine Judgment will be actually used up. The Bloody Hunt has been stolen away, but Suzoi is a bit too late here. He does find a Bloody Hunt, and oh my god, Troy missed the Iron Hook on a target. That was just stationary. An unfortunate move. Mad once again will be taken out as Takiza looks for a play right now. Venice Rage onto the back line. Suzoi gonna be targeted down with the purple buff now. That's the Iron Hook connecting, and it's all worth it now for Takiza as he picks up the double kill. But Fubuki wants to keep going right now onto the turret. Mo has rotated up top, trying to get a little bit back on the trade here, but it is just gonna be a recall from Fubuki, disengaging, respecting Iraq.
Takiza is actually such a monster using this Bunny. The confidence of the level of confidence that he's having is just so different. He's more free to move, and look at that one. Actually, the turtle will be secured here in the hand of Takiza along with 1 point. He's taking down the Fredrin on his hand. It's just a really good setup for BAHRAIN with the real water manipulation along with the cutthroat that is brought by Takiza. 4-1-1 and 5-2 so far in the first 5 minutes. But in terms of goal, it's actually pretty much the same for BAHRAIN along with Iraq. They are not having too much differences here. It's only the Vanny doing a lot of pick-off combination and rotation. But in terms of big war, I think like right now they are gonna be having 2 wars in 2 different places.
It's a trade, right? 1 kill up top, 1 kill down below right here, but it definitely will be more worth it to BAHRAIN this time around because they can actually punish Spectre with a push onto the turret right now. They might actually be able to siege his turret down quickly here. But you can already see a rotation from Mr. Pixie on the Kaja, looking to rotate down below to prevent that turret from being taken. But look at the damage that he's already placed down onto that turret. Already a lot. And that with that, map pressure is going to be pretty guaranteed here. Troy waiting on that Bloody Hunt. Now seeing the cables coming in, but he's going to get knocked up, even taunted. Flicker Bloody Hunt onto Suzoi, who's not able to utilize the full duration of the real world manipulation. Forced away. Fubuki with a very aggressive move, still waiting there. Just barely getting out of the Iron Hook. Now it's still going to be Pixie, who rotates all the way up top, but doesn't have the Divine Judgment. Not too sure what Pixie's doing here, but Mad will be able to pick up the kill. No, it's going to be Troy here. Takiza, all the way in the back. The Unstoppable is picked up, and Mad takes another. A beautiful trade, a beautiful fight by BAHRAIN.
The passion of the Bunny coming to just clean it, to finish what the rest of the player from BAHRAIN started. They are having 9-3 so far. A lot of collection here on the hand of this Takiza. He is playing aggressively, and a Malefic Roar is already being secured here for another penetration. But Spectre is not there yet to do the war towards BAHRAIN. I think like for the side of Iraq, they really need to do something in terms of big war that might happen right now, Mirko.
Uh-oh, this might be a desperate move, man. I don't think they should be doing this. Look at the damage, the burst. That's a frontliner. Spectre is a tanky dude. The fact that Takiza could just one-shot him like that all alone. The high and dry is really showing, and man, 7 kills to his name. He has 70% of the kills for BAHRAIN right now. That's a second tier 1 taken down below for BAHRAIN. More map pressure for the Fanny to play with. Even an Iron Hook there, just barely connecting, barely out of range. But man, this is complete dominance so far from BAHRAIN.
Yeah. Look at the level gap. It's like 3 level gap between Klaus along with Takiza. It's going to 4 level gaps so right now because Takiza is one minion away to reach level 12 here, and the rotation that he kept doing to give the pressure towards Iraq is just massive, and it's making this Grok along with the Brody very free. This is the plan that they were planning since the game plan that they were planning before the start the game with the draft that they are having, banning over a lot of CC hero along with the marksman that can completely winning the lane against this Brody. But first picking Brody actually looking so good with all of the movement so far in the hand of Team BAHRAIN, while Iraq still trying to figure it out how they are going to be able to secure a kill here towards BAHRAIN, or maybe trying to get something, maybe even the objective. If they are able to secure a Divine Judgment to a perfect opponent like a Vanny it's gonna be giving them a lot of stuff because the shutdown will give them tons of gold, especially the one who get it. It might be Klaus or the others. And going to the later game is, I think, better for the side of Iraq since they are having tankier hero going to the late game initiation.
I would say the same thing if the Beatrix went for weapon mastery, but a divine judgment here by Pixie is able to find Maul, locking him down. It's a free kill over to Iraq right now. A beautiful engage by Pixie, but back to the point. I feel like Fubuki would be able to scale better compared to Mad if he went for weapon mastery. The thing is, he went for killing spree here, and with the assassin emblem, you do fall off. You don't have that late game presence that you would do with the weapon mastery usually. Here as well, Suzoi stealing away the bloody hunt, so they're already prioritizing just locking down the Fanny. He should be waiting for the Fanny to pop that bloody hunt.
Yeah. And I think like Takiza really wants to avoid that kind of situation. That's why he tried. This is the problem having the assassin on the opponent side. You can see the split push that might happen, the rotation, the mobility, and also the flexibility in terms of war or maybe split pushing inside of Bahrain. It's just like looking so good. They're sticking for the war between the Franco, the Grok, the Brody along with the Yves, and 4 of them is enough to let this Fanny controlling all of the waves inside of the land of Dawn and just giving them maybe a little bit of information what they can do, because 2 heroes in the top lane is already being spotted inside of the map, so maybe that's the plan to initially going for the Lord.
Here it is. This is the plan. They're going to go for it right now. Takiza level 14. Good stun from Spectre with the bravest fighter. Forcing the bloody hunt to come through as the wild charge comes through as well. Retri has been taken away by Klaus. An amazing Retri to turn the tides. Mad falls. Takiza as well. Mo is going to be gunned down by Fubuki. And just like that, Iraq are back in the game. Spectre running, look at me down now with a snipe. Not connecting, barely out of range right now with the power of nature, still buying some time. But that one final shot saves Spectre and wipes BAHRAIN out.
Wiped out here for Iraq with one slight mistake that happens from the BAHRAIN. The all the way up coming from the Iraq is just like looking so good. The initiation that they were planning is not really working for BAHRAIN. They want to get over the Lord, but the town haunts them and it's taking the chances to secure the first Lord. Despite this is only the first Lord, they're still gonna be able to secure the outer turret, maybe from the mid lane along, maybe with the bottom lane here. Since with the presence that they were having right now, I still feel like Iraq still need moments to try to lock down the player, especially for Takiza along with Mo right there. Because if these 2 heroes is not available inside of the Land of Dawn, it's just gonna be a huge opener for Iraq to try to punish BAHRAIN.
Man, at this point, you gotta feel for BAHRAIN. Whoa, a nice hook over. That's giving the Flicker wild charge as well as the real world relation locks them all in place with that immobility field. And just like that, they're able to defend for now. Was about to say, just imagine being BAHRAIN here when you already have the control in the game and you lose it with one team fight, especially after losing 2-0 to United Arab Emirates. But it seems like they're still very, very confident. Troy is still up and running with those crazy hooks.
They still want to secure things that they are expecting, but the Iron Hook once again, Mirko, it's looking so good to actually trying to punish the players from Iraq, and even they're continuing it.
There you go, Mad as well with a torn apart memory, now stunned up though, they gotta be careful here. That's a lot of damage placed down. Mad able to push down the stun right now, but has to be the double kill from Fubuki. Not in time with Wind of Nature. Takiza just styling across the board, making spider webs with the cables.
It is crazy. I thought that he will be going for more because it's almost getting the third point right there after seeing 2 players being taken down instantly with the cut throat. But you see Halberd in the hand of the Vanny, it's initially to go against the Lapu because this gift actually is not going for the Necklace of Durance, but look at that, what another pick up happens in the top lane.
Takiza's mad. Takiza's real mad. See Halberd, Melfic Roar, Heptases, everything built up already. He has enough penetration to even just shut down the frontliners here with one combo. But Takiza needs to be careful here. A big stun from Spectre can actually turn the tides once again, and that's what Spectre is going to do right now with a stun. But a beautiful retreat from Takiza steals it away. The real world manipulation was able to zone the other members from Iraq. And it's going to be BAHRAIN who secures the Lord. Once again, they're able to utilize this.
Oh my god, they're securing another objective here for the side of BAHRAIN, with the Lord marching to the mid lane. Iraq, in terms of the high ground, Suzon need to take one good high ground skill here. Maybe the real world manipulation, or maybe third part memory, because if they want to focus on that one, they might be getting a very good initiation in the high ground. But if they are focusing over the Iron Hook or maybe Bloody Hunt, they might lock players coming from BAHRAIN, but they won't be having enough AoE to stay inside of the base on themselves. So we will see what is actually going to happen. But look at me finishing off the Blade of Despair. Another damage here coming from the Grok with the power of nature, along with the wild charts that might cause a lot of stuff towards Iraq here. Even the Brody dealing tons of damage already with the Haptosis, Blade of Despair, and also Maleficor. But oh, the Iron Hook almost caught another player from Iraq.
This is very interesting, right? I mean, Iraq still able to defend the Enhanced Lord right there. Just like it was nothing. They didn't even lose a base turret in the process there. Usually with the Enhanced Lord, you can expect, especially with a Brody and a Yve on the same team, for the team to get the Enhanced Lord to get a base turret, right? Takiza though, a bit too aggressive, gets caught in the Divine Judgment, still able to escape. The Immortality has been popped in, but Takiza will lose his life. Overextending once again, Takiza. Maybe he pops off, but with that one mistake, it could be fatal right now as Iraq can plan a counterattack.
This is not looking good. We know that actually the power of the Vanny is actually to try to initiate, to try to pick up the backline of Iraq. But without the Takiza in the 20-second, it's not going to be working really well. And look at that one, they are protecting over the purple buff, but they know that BAHRAIN will try to do it. That's why they initiate it directly towards the purple buff. They don't want the Vanny to have what he wants, the purple buff, because they want to let the Vanny not working as they are expecting. But the Grok still trying to do another work here by clearing up the wave in the bottom lane, try to give the really good wave management towards the Iraq, try to control the map here, despite it's less than 20 seconds for the third lord to appear inside of the land of Dawn. It's going to be a huge chances whoever gets the lord might have a better chances to actually punish the opponent.
Man, at this point, right, it feels like a stalemate here. But it is gonna be, there you go, to conceal play, Mad with a flicker out to safety. Pixie did not have the flicker for the Divine Judgment, but he doesn't even need it. Suzoi with an amazing assassination, not even utilizing the flicker, and he stole away the Bloody Hunt. So Takiza can't even jump in randomly. There is 2 suppressions ready to take him down if he ever tries to step foot in that Lord Pit. Look at me, wants to look for an opening right now, but there will not be a chance to do it. Iraq zones them away, takes the Lord for free. Takiza is able to split push for now, getting the base turret down below. Spectre has rotated and they're looking for more, but Takiza gets out with the cables.
Yeah, I think like it's one of redemption that he can do, despite that if they're losing the Lord, at least they're taking the base turret in the bottom lane with a very good wave management that is being brought by Grok before. If they're able to secure the Lord before jumping into the base, it's gonna be super good. But if it's not, it's gonna be a chaotic problem to the side of BAHRAIN. But look at that one, actually Miracle real world manipulation is being up.
A lot of resources burnt down. Flicker Divine Judgment onto Maw. Now it's going to be Fubuki with a free hit onto the back line, but the winner's Truncheon is right there. The Demure's Passion comes through. Immortality's popping left and right. Troy as well. Matt has fallen though, and this is a disaster. Bahrain has lost their lead completely. They're footing everything. 3 members down. Takiza trying to manipulate the waves in a way where they can defend, but Fubuki puts his sights onto the base. Iraq have come back, and they will lead the series 1-0.
This is not looking good here for the side of Team Bahrain. They're losing so much after letting the Fanny being
Fubuki.
off. Yeah, I think like
Takiza.